Hello, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. In today's episode, what I'd like to talk to you about is what a trend is and how to know when a trend begins. Before I start, I invite you to come to the site. There's a free 40-page book that I give you away for free on trend following. I invite you to enter and you get this free book, as well as I have a book coming out with Wiley Books called The Bible of Trend Following, which will be out in December of 2012. Let's jump to Metastock. I like using Metastock. Really, what is the idea here? We want to understand when a trend starts, or what is a trend. Let's even, like that. The actual description of a trend is higher highs and higher lows. That's if we're in an uptrend. And you can see this is a stock called Mellanax, which is one of the strongest stocks actually, which, let's say even over the last month or 2 months, has doubled. This stock has really been on fire. And really one of the things that we do at Trend Following Mentor is we identify the strongest markets to be in. You want to buy the strongest stocks, or if it's currencies or commodities, if you can put on a low risk bet. And a low risk bet means that it's a small percentage of your account that you're actually risking, which could be approximately 0.5%, 1% maximum. So what you see here is you have a new high, here's a low point here, but that low is higher than any of the other prior lows. Then you have a new high here, and then you have a little bit of a pullback, but that was higher here. So you know you're in an uptrend. I want to point out this line. This is an indicator that it's an average true range type of idea. You can use this, or I have another indicator called the trend following line, trend mentor line, which is similar, a little bit more reactive to the volatility, but either one you can use. But the idea is that you have higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, and then you have a lower here. Now you don't know if the trend is still in place. And actually, you would have exited this trade. And understand, again, when we're trading, nothing is perfect. You had a nice pullback from, let's say, 77 here, down to a low of 61. That's a big pullback. You would have exited this trade if you had been gotten long from here. But the fact is, the trend was still intact. Here was the prior low, or here, either way you want to look at it. But the fact is, you had a high. The trend only became in question if it was still continuing. And now the uptrend proved itself again because it took out the prior high. So you're always looking that the prior highs keep on getting taken out, and that that you have higher lows, which you do. So in this case, this stock called Mellanax, which is one of the strongest stocks actually in the U.S. market, it's in a very, very strong uptrend, even though you got shaken out here, and you will get shaken out. But the other thing is, what I teach two things. There's trend breakout, which is pretty clear. You can see how it broke out here, and you got lucky that it pulled out to here. And then you have trend retracements, which you have pullbacks. You always will have fake outs. There's no way to avoid whipsaws, but this is what trend following really is. You want to follow the trend as long as it's going up. You want to, and this also works going short. There is no magic. In the Trend Following Mentor program, I teach you exactly to identify the strongest markets. And actually, it's right in here. It's one of the indicators that you get when you do the course. It's, one second, it's one of these. It's actually I'm in the wrong place. One second. Right here, Explore. Right here. And Trend Following Mentor ranking, where it ranks all the markets. And you're identifying the strongest shares and the weakest. And then it comes down to you to figure out if it's a low risk bet, which I also teach you how to do. But we have two ways to do it. We identify the strongest markets. Let's say here, just as a quick. The strongest markets were here, Mellanax, Solar Wind. Some of these right in here were the strongest markets. And then the idea is to try to put on a low risk bet and just follow the trend. Follow this trend line right up to here and see what happens. I invite you to purchase my new book coming out, The Bible of Trend Following, which you learn everything that I'd say really gleaned over the last 18 years. How to be a better trader, how to compound money, how to have a trading plan, how to think like a successful trader. You have the book coming out. I have the home study course. I'm here to help you. And if you have any questions, you can email me, and I'm pretty much at your disposal. Thank you very much. This is Andrew from trendfollowingmentor.com.